Who's in the stream with me? Put a comment. I can see who you are. Come, buddy. Oh, two people. Hope everyone's doing well. What's going on? I'll post a little comment in the comment section so I can see who's watching. Just taking Buddy for a walk. Thought I'd come out and admire the beautiful skyline. Let me just flip this camera around quickly. Hang on. Front facing. There we go. Let's go back. Sat there, Misty. How you doing? What's it like in America today? Where is everybody? What do you mean where I am, or just in general? Look at the sky. That I don't know if you can see it with the camera. Come on, that. Don't know if you can see on the screen. It's like waves going through the sky. It looks pretty sweet, but obviously it's not good. What we got here? I'm in Guildford, lovey. I didn't know that. I thought you was Misty Cat. Oh no, I'm thinking of someone else then. Chris told me, oh, Age of Darkness. Chris told me Misty Cat was from the US. Let's do a little spin. So I used to live in Guildford actually. I used to live. I was in. Where was I? I think. Like Guildford Town sort of area, where that massive hotel is at the top of the sort of walk. It goes uphill, doesn't it? Oh, right, that's what it is. Yeah, no, Chris said to me yesterday, he said about Misty Cat. He said that you was from the US, but obviously you weren't. You're from Guildford. But yeah, Guildford's a nice area. I like Guildford. I only moved out of there because we were just roaming about, changing locations. Wanted to be closer to like family and that, because we was quite far from both sides, like my family and obviously my wife's family. So it was a mission driving all the way through, going through like I think was it Heathrow? Sort of that, not Heathrow. I get confused. Heathrow, Stansted, one of the two, or no, it wasn't Luton. But yeah, you're the top half or the bottom? Are you near like the top shops, right at the top of the hill, where like pizza places, not Papa John's? Are you anywhere near Papa John's? Oh look, the moon's out. I wish I could zoom with this. I don't know if you can see. It's like I don't know what you can see on this camera. Yeah. What was I going to say? Yeah, Chris was out filming. He rang me up and he see a UFO the other day, and he sent me a video from his phone. Oh, buddy, come here. I'm gonna let him off the lead. Don't know what I've got my lead for. There you go, boy. And he was on his last live stream. He said he was gonna get me to post it up, and I've done some editing, but then I realised that from the editing I'm doing, it makes it look like it's a cloud. When it's not a cloud, I know that I can see that there's something up in the sky, and it moves quite like over the space of say like 3 minutes. It moves quite a far distance, but it seems like if I was to post a video, it would look like I've kind of like made it look like a UFO, because it's a bit far away from his camera that he can't get like a real good shot of it. So yeah, we're gonna on Friday. I'm gonna post a video, not post a video up, do a stream with it, and yeah, then I can do all the editing live and show you. No, I haven't uploaded it. No, there was about 4 different objects in the sky from what I see when we were changing the contrast and like the colors and stuff. You could see that there was different objects, and it wasn't where I was editing it. It was actually the some of these objects were coming in and out. Like it was weird. You'd have to see it on Friday to be able to properly understand what I'm talking about. Top opposite the big white hotel. Oh, is that the one? Yeah, is that the one that the guy owns all the houses up there? Because we was renting one of them houses. Well, not a house, one of like the rooms in one of the houses. That's good. Do you think it was like leaving? No, no, it definitely weren't. I was thinking that myself. I was thinking, oh, maybe they've projected something to the sky, because I know they could do it. Like if they're spraying all these particles in the air, and then they're using some directed energy, they could easily turn they could turn the sky into like a projector screen, if you want to put it like that. 100%. Buddy, this way. Come on, boy. I'm just going to walk back around here. I need a selfie stick, really, so everyone can kind of see my surroundings rather than just see me like that. Buddy, come. Good boy. Come on. So yeah, don't know about that. What do you mean about the oh, right, the guy from the hotel? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, no, they can do that. They can do that, and they've done it before. They've done it in China. Um, they've projected like buildings into like the backdrop, and there's been people with loads of videos actually. A lot of them are most of them are disappeared off of YouTube now, but they literally made it look like there was a city in the sky. Obviously, technology it's not hard to sort of, well, it is hard for us to understand, but it's like if you've got crystals, if you can like manipulate matter and spray the specific types of compounds in the air and then vibrate them at a certain frequency, they can generate light. And then you could create a picture if you've got a set of arrays from multiple satellites, for instance, or ground-based stations. You could easily make an image in the sky, or like anything you wanted to, you can make it look like a meteor was coming. Yeah, anything's possible. This makes you think why they're doing all this kind of stuff. Obviously, I understand about manipulations over humans, but like what they can do with the particulates, some of the particulates they use, the nano stuff, but there's obviously other applications as well as like radar and stuff like that. Yeah, DARPA use all that kind of technology. Come on, buddy. What are we looking at? I saw that. They make believe Jesus has come. Yeah, they could do that. Yeah, definitely. That's what I thought. Yeah, I've only got one person watching. No one's interested in my channel. I'm such an interesting person. It's funny because I've got my subscriber count's gone flying up, but yeah, I've got no one coming on the live stream. Maybe I'm just boring people. I did have 3 people on at one stage. Pretend Astrid, yeah, they could do that. There's a high possibility that they will use that as something, and then make something from it by using the. Don't know. They could. There's so many different things they could do. There's so many different scenarios they could play out if they wanted to, because they've got the power to. Buddy, come on, boy. Let me just show you, buddy. Buddy, what? Come on, boy. There he comes up. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah. So yeah, pick a subject, Brian. Yeah, pick a subject. Talk about anything. Depends who's online. Yeah, you are sometimes. Thanks. Thanks, Brian. Pick a subject, any subject. So yeah, it's just a case of them using their technologies to create whatever they want. I'm just sort of on the sideline of it all now. I don't really talk much about it because I just think whatever's going to happen is going to happen. We can kind of like prepare ourselves for it mentally. Be present in the moment, no matter what happens, because the mind creates fear, as we all know. It's something that your mind creates. So by being present, you completely just destroy the illusion that you're creating in your mind. I think that we are trying to destroy our souls, otherwise they could just sterilize us and die. Yeah, I don't think they can. You know, honestly, I don't think they can destroy your soul. I only say that because your life force, your energy is never ending in terms of like you energy is like you can never get rid of it. It just transfers from one thing to another. There's no way to disperse energy. It just transfers from one thing to another. It's just like sunlight goes into plants and the plants grow, but then they give out from that the oxygen, which then gets inhaled, and then you give out carbon dioxide from that process, which is still a life force in itself, something else. So yeah, I don't believe they can take our souls from us. I just believe they can control. I think that I think what they could do is turn us into some kind of like living cyborg, if you want to put it like that, where they control our, not control our thoughts completely, but like stop us from having empathy. In some way, like changing the way that our minds operate. They've definitely got the technology to be able to do that. So yeah, stay away from any sort of needles. Yeah, because that's the whole point of it. I think I might be wrong. That's just I don't. It could go any way. I don't understand what. Where has he gone? I don't understand enough because I'm not the powers that be. You know, I understand a fair amount, but I'm not like I'm not one of these people that. Oh, I wouldn't say one of these people. Everyone's got loads of opinions on things, and because there's so many different different ways you can look at things, you just can't sort of settle on one idea because there's so much disinformation. Like, I only go with my gut instinct and what I've sort of picked up through my mind, if that makes sense. Like sort of knowledge that's been downloaded, if you want to put it like that. I know one thing though. You live and you die. Oh, that's two things. And yeah, we're all going to die one day. That's just like inevitable. And what would be the point in living forever to just stay on this one planet existing? That'd be boring. I'd want to wake up maybe in a baby's body, flipping, I don't know, say like 20 years from now or 100 years from now on a different planet somewhere with like two moons or blimmin' something like Saturn that you can see at like looking from the planet. You know, that'd be something I'd like. That's right. That's what his face wants to do. Yeah. The truth movement is slowly destroying my soul. I was a very creative person. No, I'm just thirsty for input. Yeah, yeah. You know what? It all depends really. I wouldn't want to. Yeah, well, like, yeah. I'll say what Brian's saying. Um, the truth movement slowly destroying your soul. You're a very creative person. Now I'm just thirsty for like information kind of thing. Um, you can still be creative. It's all mindset. It's all a state of mind, Brian. It is a state of mind because through the toughest days, through the toughest times, you've still got to dig deep and just, you know what, just to do it for the pure enjoyment of doing it, even if you feel like shit, you know. Um, like I felt like shit all day long, but I wanted to stick my projector up on the ceiling, and I just got on with it. Like, and even though I was feeling like death, I just carried on going. And I got it all set up, and the projector screen sorted, the actual projector itself, and sat down at the end of it, and I was like happy with what I'd done. Well, it could be anything that you're like setting out to do. You've just got to rise above the pain if you're going through pain. Sort of be appreciative of everything. Just appreciate life. Like, I woke up this morning and I was just like I'm grateful. I'm grateful to be here. Like, even though we're going through all this crap, I'm still grateful. Like, because it's one big experience. And we're obviously here for a reason. And about a week ago, my mum's best friend died. I went to the funeral yesterday. I didn't actually go to the funeral. I dropped my mum to the funeral. I was in the graveyard, and I was walking Buddy around, and yeah, I was just like, just getting on with it. And afterwards, it's just like, you know what, I appreciate life, and it doesn't matter. Like, at the end of it, if we're all gonna end up back in some place where we've come from, whether it be in an ether of just love and happiness. I don't believe in going to hell or anything like that. I just think we're all here to, like, for a purpose, to learn, and each of us has different sort of different challenges, and everything in our life sort of sums up the end goal. Like, you go through loads of experiences just to, like, how can I put it? You have really crazy experiences growing up from like a young age up until now, and they all make sense to what's happening today. Like, and it's like, it was almost like you was trying to, you had told, you was trying to tell yourself, maybe it was you, or maybe it was your higher self, or other people in the other realities or whatever, were trying to, like, to tell you, like, this is going to happen, and to kind of wake you up. Yeah, that's kind of what happened to me, how I got into the place I'm in now, sort of with my mind being open. I sort of woke up one day and I was just getting shown things, and I just can't explain it other than that. I was just getting shown things in it. Then I put pieces of the puzzle together, and then sort of a bit like David Icke. I know it sounds ridiculous because some people take a piss out of him, but sort of like that. You just, one day you just wake up and you're like, shit, or you just get shown things, and then you're like, oh, it makes sense now. And all these little signs that you was getting when you was growing up, like, they make total sense. Right, same, right? Your funny clips do cheer me up. Yeah, I'll try and post some more, actually. I'll try and post some more. Yes, but the one is gone. I'm just waiting for death. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm happy every day, but just waiting to get. Yeah, yeah, same. That's the same as me, though, Brian. I'm waiting for it as well. Honestly, I've said it so many times. I'm not going to say it on here, but even though you comment, people can just read the comment. But I've just been like, just get me the hell out of here, you know. Like, what is the point? But yeah, there is a point. Everything happens for a reason. Yeah, no, you're saying like the want is gone, but I've had that, like, that sort of that's played with me for years, Brian. Like, I've been, well, both of you, you're listening, the two people that are watching, the only two. That's all I can say, two people anyway. I've always had this sort of inner sort of voice whenever I've been doing things, like things that are exciting. it's always told me like, oh, it's not exciting because it just is what it is. Like, there's no excitement to it. It doesn't, like, nothing brings me pleasure. It's like, even if it's the most fun thing you could possibly do, or say like you're getting a new computer or you're getting a new TV or anything, it could be something that's just going to bring you happiness. It just doesn't satisfy me, and there's like the satisfaction just doesn't get me there. I think the only thing that would satisfy me probably jumping out of a plane or something like that, which I've never done, but I could sort of see the thrill from that, or on a roller coaster or something like that, you know, because in that moment you're really like buzzing on adrenaline and that, you know. But everything else, like nothing material, there's nothing material in this world that really makes me happy. Apart from, I don't know, there is a few things like good art, for instance. If I see a good piece of art or someone's like made something, or music, some really beautiful music, that would like sort of touch me there. That gets me. But apart from that, that's not actually, that's sound. That's not something physical, you know. The reality we've been brought into is to be excited about toys, little toys, this, that, and the other. You know, that's how they've taken basically taken our consciousness from us, is by giving us toys like phones and stuff to like mess around with, and takes our focus off of just life and sort of learning about what the whole purpose of being here. Buddy, come on. But yeah, that's sort of my take on it. Amanda and Buddy. Yeah, Amanda's not there. Yeah, music is toxic. Most of it is, yeah. I 100% agree with you there, because 90, I'd say 98% of it is just all like either satanic. It's got hidden repetitive meanings to it, like repetitive subconscious tormenting sort of unless you understand, like, because you obviously do, you can listen to the music and you understand the meanings behind the music. It's not that you're perceiving it as that meaning, but it actually is what it is. Like, people talking about just evil shit, like in general, and what they've done on the earth, and what they're going to do, and kind of things like that. They say it all through the songs, but it's not the musicians who necessarily, all the musicians that do it because they know what's coming, or they know what's being done. It's because they've been told to sing set lyrics. Some of them haven't sold their souls to the devil, if you want to put it like that. Some of them have. It's just, it all depends. You really are. Wait, thanks, Brian. Thank you, mate. No, it's like, that's the first thing that woke me up was music. When I started to understand the lyrics, then I put two and two together. It was like the lyrics, what they were talking about, and then obviously my sort of psychic side was coming through as well, because I've been like I've had psychic ability since I was young. Like, I've picked up all sorts of things, visions, and God knows what else. But yeah, all sorts of random things happened and sort of woke me up. But what I was saying about the music, I started getting shown like pictures and like letters, and it was just weird shit, and it was all to do with what was going on in the world. Come on, bud. I don't even get run over by this car. Buddy, come here. So let me get out what I was saying. So yeah, it was the music and how the music was referenced into what they was going to do, the evil behind what they were going to do, murdering people, which is one of the significant things in most of the lyrics, was about being like mafia and murdering and basically getting away with it. One of the artists that I used to listen to was Timbaland, yeah. And if you listen to his lyrics, Shock Value 1 and 2, I think it was, the albums, they're really relevant to what's happened in the world in terms of like the chems and all that kind of stuff. But then once you start listening to that and you realize, what they're talking about, love is not about love. It's actually about like love. Their love is evil, really, isn't it? It's like about what comes from above. That's what love was representing. And then when you listen back to music now and listen to what love actually means, it's a completely different image to what you think. looks as though most have. My psychic abilities are very small. Yeah, the more you practice, the better you get. It's all about practicing, training your mind, um, training your abilities, because nothing comes straight away. The more you practice things, yeah, the more you harness that energy. That's what I'm saying about energy. So for me, what done it was when I started trying to guess what people were thinking, the number people were thinking, and I started getting the number right, between 1 and 10 or 10 and 20 or whatever. And the more I kept doing that, the more it started happening. I kept getting it right. It was almost like someone was giving me the information, but it was weird. That's how I can explain it. That someone was telling, or not telling me, like just it was just popping into my head. Not hearing voices, but just the numbers were coming into my head, and then yeah, I just started all sorts of random stuff started happening, feelings and things I couldn't switch off at the time. But then I ended up having a bit of a breakdown because things just got too much. It was just getting too like overload. But that's what psychic people. I'm saying psychic people. Everyone's psychic. It's all about training your mind to harness the energy of it. Um, yeah, you just got to open yourself up, and obviously where everyone's closed because they're just in this sort of like square box or bubble that they've been put into through like TV and whatever. Yeah, it kind of like just shuts you off. And then the food as well. You've got the food which is full of like toxic chemicals, which are then affecting your mind as well. Your ability to concentrate, because that's one of the main things, is the focus. Buddy, come here, boy. He keeps trying to run off, and I don't want him. Come on, out here. Hate it. He just does it. Like he slowly sneaks off down the road, and then shoot. Before I know it, he's in like the road. He don't have no road sense, so I don't even get him run over. Anyway, as I was saying, there, be very aware who you're communicating with, Misty. Yeah, you just got to be just train your mind, train your mind. Like my wife's ringing me now, but I'll just decline that quickly. Right, Archons and Masters, yeah. Brian, who are you, Brian? Where are you from anyway? Where are you from, mate? Did you come from the one of the videos I posted? Did you see my video? Right, anyway, I'm gonna shoot because I need to go because I've got to cook dinner and take this dog home. Because me and wife just got home from work, so I just get the occasional thought come into my head. Yeah, it's sort of like the same ability that you get, Mist. It's the same ability you get when you've been with a certain person or your husband, or you've been with a boyfriend or whatever for a long period of time, and you build up that's sort of say spiritual bond, psychic bond with that person because you're in tune with them. It's exactly the same thing as that, where you can think what they're going to do, or they think of something, and then you know what they're going to say, or something like that. It's like a bounce between both of you. You've got that connection. Well, it's the same thing when it comes to like tuning into the psychic realm of everything, because everything's connected. Um, it's just the ability to sort of like tune into it. You get there with like concentration, meditation, and stuff. Right, yep. I'll catch you later. Bedfordshire. Oh, sweet. Bedfordshire. Cool. Right, I'm gonna shoot. I will catch up with you. Probably. I'll put a couple funny videos up to cheer you up if you're feeling like shit. And sorry about my language. I will put some funny videos up, and I will catch you next time when I come live. Peace and love, and stay safe. Don't worry about anything. Bless. Oh, I can't close the thing down. There we go. There's the end button. Take care.